Hi, I'm Sue Seven from the Customer Services Department in Ilkeston. I thought I'd take a bit of time as I'm about to, well, I've just started my second lot of furlough, just to sort of give you an insight to how we as a family here have been coping during lockdown. As most of you will know, I have a 11-year-old son called Matthew who is on the autism spectrum. He was obviously off school for the first part, they closed at the same time as we did. I was teaching him from school because the school only opened to children of key workers or vulnerable children who were actually better off and safer in school. We have gone through a lot of lockdown phases as a family. We have done the good life, let's plant a load of vegetables, pretend to be Barbara and Tom Good, and try and turn the garden into some kind of food haven. Not had anything to eat yet from it, but I'm hopeful that one day we'll get some carrots and radishes and peas and potatoes, which will also lead me now onto the geezer. Sorry, you're not going to get any rhubarb this year. I've donated it all up to the local church to give out to the Everyone Eats campaign that they run, to make sure people get fed around here in the community. We've done the other lockdown phases. Was the camp outside phase, which lasted a very long time, probably about 3 weeks. The grass is still recovering from that, and we also have done the camp inside, build a den and camp inside phase as well. Right at the beginning of lockdown, Matthew, obviously he'd been learning a bit about not going outside, staying safe. He was actually too scared to go outside. He was too scared to even go in the garden until I put the tent up, when he was straight out there and we couldn't get him out of it. He was also too scared to go even for a walk. And I found a lovely little story called Pipopotamus Learns About Coronavirus, which I read to him and we discussed it with him. And he was then happy that it was safe for him to go for a walk if he stayed with mum and dad. He could shout or wave to people, but he would be okay if he followed the right rules and if he washed his hands and all the things that you need to do. With Matthew being at home, that meant we had to pick up homeschool, which anyone that works with me knows I have a love and a passion for special ed needs education and also early years foundation education. So I absolutely revelled in this. I absolutely loved spending time with Matthew, loved doing work with him, doing work that the teachers had set, sending little videos and pictures back to his teacher to fill in what we've been doing. And it was really good. That was brilliant. During my weeks of furlough, that was how I spent my time. It was like homeschool for Matthew. When I returned back to work, things got more difficult because I was working full time. My husband, we thought he'd be out of a job by now, but I think it's quite the opposite. He, where he works, went into administration right at the beginning of lockdown. They have subsequently been taken over. My husband was working a lot, very hard on the helping to get the takeover set up and happen. He's now actually been retained and is even busier and is actually back in the office himself. So we were very lucky that with the first phase of school opening, Matthew was offered a place back at school 3 days a week, and he is loving it. He's thriving. He's doing really, really well. So that's taken a bit of pressure off us working full time, both of us working. So we know Matthew is safe at school. He was safe with us, but we weren't able to engage him, which was a big worry. So what's been good? What things have been good is the clap for carers. I absolutely love that. I was in my element. I like to make a noise. I got out there with my field drum and drummed up every week. The neighbours all came out. We started goaded on by the 5-year-old next door to dress up and put fancy dress on. So I've been Supergirl, I've been the 13th Doctor, I've worn my full Civil War kit. And the great thing from that is that we got to see and meet neighbours we would never have met, we would never have spoken to. And from that, we've organised our own little Facebook group so we can all kind of keep in touch with each other, check in on each other. And we had a VE Day celebration, a sensibly socially distanced VE Day, which was really good. Neighbour next door, he set up a sound system, so we had music, we had dancing in the street, I was able to go up and visit my mate Linda, who I've not properly seen for ages. I've waved up the road and shouted to her when I've been out with a drum, but I've actually been able to go up and have a proper chat. So we had a very, I'm not going to say sensibly distant, but not sensibly sensible amount gin, or 2, or maybe 3, which we've not been able to do for a while. Things also getting out and walking. I was getting a bit stir crazy, stuck inside. It was getting me down. I'm not going to pretend that it's all been sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, because there have been the down moments, and there's been lots of ups and downs. Luckily more ups and downs, but the downs are way down there. Getting out and walking around and remembering what a lovely countryside we live in, how absolutely beautiful it is around here. We've got some lovely woodlands, lovely fields. There's just some amazing little walks you can do around here, down the canal, up to Straws Bridge, Pioneer Pond, over to Dale Abbey. Finally we got and jumped in the car and went up to Shipley Park, which we haven't done for a while, and that was just really lovely to see how absolutely lush the place is, and the wildlife and the birds. I mean, I've had wrens in my garden for the first time ever, and it's just been lovely to see all the birds out and just how beautiful the countryside is. What I've also been doing, I've been spending a bit of kindness. I've been gifting or sending sort of thank yous to people who have been really helping and keeping this community running, including the local schools, my mum's carers, and there was a little boy who, right at the beginning of lockdown, a little boy with learning difficulties who's I'm a friend of a mum's. He was really struggling, so I sent him a Doctor Who survival pack, and that really lifted his spirits. I really made him sort of, yeah, that anchored him, that sort of got him going. It lifted him up because he was getting very anxious at the time. Obviously I've sent a couple of gifts into school, into Matthew's current school and Matthew's old school, just to say thank you and well done and keep up the great work. I did drop some biscuits up at the stock ground this week. Not sure if Flange got theirs, but there was supposed to be a packet intended for you.
Book of life.
As you can see, Matt, can you say hello?
Hello.
Look in there, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, everybody meet Matthew. What have I missed? I've missed you guys. I've missed everyone in the office. I've missed, even though we've been speaking to each other, we've been having conversations where we can see each other either over the phone or over the computer. It's just not been the same, and that's the thing that got to me most. Not having the physical contact with you guys, not being able to see you. Okay, that's the perils of motherhood for you. He always goes for the wire that's already plugged into something. So yeah, I've really missed everybody there in the office. It's not been the same. It really hasn't, and I can't wait till we're all back together. I've missed football, my charity football team. Yes, Matthew?
What do you mean you call it Book of Life?
Let me finish her filming, and then I'll put the film on, darling.
Book of Life.
Yes, darling. I'll keep this... I'm going to have to wind up now, but I've missed my charity football team. We would have raised quite a bit of money to date for the different charities and causes, but obviously all that got called off, and so that I do miss, and I can't wait to see the boys again. The hobbies have all been cancelled this year. You can see the weaponry behind me with Civil War reenactors, so they've all been cancelled. Cosplay, yes, I'm sounding very geeky. I'm very in touch with my outer geek, so don't worry. Cosplay, that was cancelled. So MCon, I didn't get to dress up with Dr. 13th. Okay, and that, so that sort of got to me, the things that I've missed. The future. Who knows what the future's going to be like? I just hope it's kinder and nicer and better. So everyone, I'm going to have to see to this young man down here. Take care, stay safe, and I really look forward to seeing everyone soon.